Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Thule Accent 23-liter backpack. And we featured a few different bags from Thule on the channel in the past, and they're always really well built and they offer a lot of value for their price point. And I have to say, this has been a really impressive all-around everyday bag. It's very solidly built, it has a nice amount of organizational options, and I think it's just going to be a really great option for anybody that's looking for a reliable daily or work bag. And so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I think there's a lot of great stuff here, and so let's just jump in and take a closer look at the Thule Accent 23-liter backpack. Starting out with the outside of the bag, this definitely has a very techy and modern feel to it. I feel like this would be a great style for taking into the office or for walking around campus. As far as the materials, the bag is made out of a durable feeling 1680D polyester material that seems to offer a good amount of water resistance. On top of that, it also has nice YKK zippers all around. As far as the capacity, as I mentioned in the intro, this is the 23-liter version of the bag. What's interesting about the Accent line of backpacks is there's actually a few different sizes. There is a 20-liter and a 28-liter version as well. But to me, 23 liters really seem like the sweet spot for my day-to-day carry. I feel like the bag still manages to look really slim when it's filled up, and it's going to offer me enough flexibility to carry all the items that I typically like to have with me. But it's still not going to be an overwhelming size. It's going to hug my back closely and still allow me to be nimble if I'm walking around the city or if I have to jump into a crowded subway or anything like that. Continuing along the outside of the bag, I was happy to see that it does include an external water bottle compartment. It offers a nice amount of space. Currently what I have in here is the same water bottle that you've seen in all my other daily bag videos, and that fit in there pretty comfortably. The water bottle compartment has a nice depth, and because of the elastic material, it also comes up a nice amount to accommodate a thicker water bottle. At the top, the bag has a very nice handle with a soft gel-like material that makes it very comfortable to hold. I also like how the handle doesn't come up too far from the bag to help the bag keep a very sleek look. Jumping into the straps and the back paneling, this is an area where the bag really excelled. I love how this was implemented. The straps have a nice amount of padding. They're pretty thick, but they're still soft. They also have a nice meshy material to help prevent moisture from building up. On top of that, the width of the straps is also really nice for carrying a heavier load, and I really like the contoured shape that the straps have, so just really well done overall. On top of that, these straps have an adjustable and removable sternum strap to help distribute some of the weight. As far as the back paneling, this has also been very comfortable. The padding is very soft, and it also has the same mesh material that we saw on the straps. On top of that, there's some nice air channels here to keep airflow throughout the day so that your back doesn't get as moist. I do wish that the padding was slightly more elevated to make a deeper air channel to provide a little bit more airflow, but for the most part, I really haven't noticed too many issues, especially considering that the bag isn't that big. So really great job on the straps and back paneling overall. This has definitely been one of the more comfortable bags that we've tested out on the channel. While we're on the back paneling, another nice feature is this luggage pass-through that it has here so that you can rest this on your suitcase while you're traveling so that you can save a little bit of weight on your shoulders. Jumping into the different organizational options, the bag has a nice amount of pockets all throughout. First one we'll take a look at is this one on the side. It's a very simple zippered compartment with a nice amount of space. And so opening that up, it has a pretty wide opening. And currently what I have in here is a lightning cable to help charge my phone. And one thing I like about this compartment is the elastic material that Thule has included here. It definitely gives it a little bit more flexibility if you want to store something a little bit bigger, or you can even use it as a secondary water bottle holder. So really nice flexibility offered there. And then if you just have some smaller accessories or you don't have anything tall that you need to hold, you can just zip it up. Next up is another quick access compartment on the top, which Thule calls their safe zone because it is a hard shell compartment. And so it offers a nice amount of space for anything delicate that you're carrying with you throughout the day and a pretty wide opening. And so currently what I have in here is just my Ray-Bans with their case. And then I also have my GoPro Hero 3 Plus. And then an interesting thing about this compartment is that it has a removable hard insert that you can place to add a little bit of extra protection for those delicate items. Personally, I like to remove this so that I have a little bit more flexibility in how I can use this. I feel like the front is still pretty hard and offers the protection that I would need. And I like just having some extra space. And on top of that, if you remove the insert, there is this Velcro slip pocket that allows you to just have a little bit of organization for those smaller items. So currently what I have in here is just my USB-C dongle for my MacBook. And then I also have a stylus and laser pointer combo. So really nice amount of space and protection in this compartment, and I love that you can add or remove the hard insert for a little bit of additional flexibility. The next pocket we're going to be taking a look at is a taller quick access compartment along the front. So really like the variety of size pockets that Thule has provided here. And so this one has a nice tall opening for anything flatter that you need to get to quickly throughout your day. So currently what I have in here is a full-size moleskin notebook. And then I also like that on the inside there is a little mesh divider to help add some separation and so that things don't all sink down to the bottom of the compartment. So in the mesh divider, what I currently have is just my Kindle e-reader. So a nice amount of space offered here, and an added bonus of having this vertical zipper is that you can actually swing this around while you're still wearing the bag and be able to access it pretty easily. And so the last pocket that we're going to be taking a look at is the main area that also houses the laptop sleeve. Even though this is a top loading bag, it has a fairly wide opening so you can see the items that are in the main compartment. And I was a little bit surprised at how much I was able to hold with the 23-liter capacity. I thought I would have been able to squeeze in a little more with the items that I typically carry with me. It was kind of a tight fit. And this is also not going to be a great bag for handling bulkier items like a lunchbox or if you need to take a change of clothes and shoes. And so jumping into the items that I currently have in here, the first thing is my Beats Studio wireless headphones with their hard case. And then next up I have my GoRuck wire dock, which has my smaller tech accessories and dongles and cables. Next up I just have a simple folder for my papers and receipts. And then I also have my Levitate portable standing desk, and that fits in there pretty easily. And now with the compartment a little emptier, you can get a better feel for the overall capacity. And one thing that I really like about Thule bags is the bright inner lining that they have to help make it a little bit easier to see on the inside and find items that might be closer to the bottom. Here on the back you have two identical mesh slip pockets that offer a nice amount of volume and they have some elasticity. So here in this first one I have my BluePop portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank. And then I also have my Apple Magic Mouse. So a good amount of space offered by these compartments, and it's nice that it prevents smaller items from slipping all the way down to the bottom so you can reach them more easily. Even though it's nice to have these pockets, one thing I will note is that I do wish they had been on the other side of the compartment. The way they're currently placed here, if I place a lot of stuff into this main area, it kind of presses down against the laptop and it also just creates an awkward gap. So I really wish that they had been placed here just to make them a little bit easier to use and to take better advantage of all the space provided by the main compartment. In addition to the slip pockets, there's also two small slots where you can store something like a pen or a stylus. This is the same stylus that you saw a little bit earlier in the video. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the tablet sleeve, and currently what I have in here is my iPad mini 2. As you can see, there would have been plenty of space for a full-size 10-inch tablet. A nice thing about this pocket is that it is elevated, but unfortunately it doesn't offer much padding. The sleeve itself is pretty flimsy, so it is more of just a specific spot to place your tablet, but it doesn't have any sort of felt lining on the inside and no sort of extra padding to keep your tablet protected. And then the last area we're going to take a look at is the laptop sleeve, and I really like how this was implemented here. This offers a nice amount of padding, and this compartment is also elevated a little bit off the bottom of the ground, so a nice amount of protection. It also fits up to a 15-inch laptop. Currently what I have in here is my 13-inch MacBook Pro, so you can see how much leftover space there is. The compartment also comes up a nice amount, so if you have a thicker device, it should be able to fit in there pretty comfortably. I also like how in addition to the fact that the compartment is elevated, it's also pulled away from the side, so regardless of how you happen to drop it, it's going to be pretty well protected. And now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look. One thing I would have liked to have seen was some sort of felt lining on the inside to provide some additional protection against scratching, but for the most part, I really like how this was implemented, and I think it's going to keep your device very well protected throughout your day. So really great job with the organization and space all throughout, and if you're looking for a stylish and reliable everyday bag that you're going to be able to take into the office or to school, this is definitely going to be a good option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Accent backpack over the past couple of weeks. It's really well built, it has a nice look, some solid organizational options, and it's just a really great all-around everyday bag. And so you can purchase this version of the Accent backpack on Amazon or Thule site for around $110. And I think this is a pretty reasonable price considering the quality and features that the bag has to offer. And I also think it compares well to other bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag that this reminded me of was the Air Day Pack, which we've talked about a lot on the channel. That's another very stylish and durable, everyday kind of techie looking bag. It has some great organizational options. It's going to come in at a little bit of a higher price point at around $125, but if you're looking for something with a little bit more modern and stylish look, that's going to be a good option to check out. Another option that this reminded me of was the In-Case Icon Slim, which we looked at a while back. That was another very similarly styled bag with some great organizational options, very comfortable to wear, and it also came in at around $100, $110. And I think the Icon Slim and the Accent backpack are really similar. This one may be slightly better built in my opinion, but I do like the aesthetics and the organization in the Icon Slim a little bit more, so I definitely recommend you check the video that we did for that in the past out if you want to see how the two bags compare against each other. Another bag this made me think of was the Able Carry Daily Active, which we looked at a little while back. That one is a little bit more minimal in its appearance and in the organizational options that it offers, but it's really well built, it's very comfortable, and if you're looking for something with a little bit more low-key style, that's going to be a good option to keep in mind. The last bag that I'll mention here is the Timbuktu Division Pack, which is another great bag in this price range that's going to work very well in an office environment. It doesn't have quite as much organization as this bag here, but I do like the look that it has a little bit more. So if you're looking for a bag similar to this, that's going to be another great option to check out. But with all that being said, the Thule Accent holds up great against all those bags. It offers a really solid build quality, a nice look, some great organization, and it's just going to be a really great, reliable bag that you can use for your day-to-day or to take to school or the office. And I'm curious to hear about the experience that you guys have had with other Thule day bags in the past. If you have any good ones that you think I should check out, please let me know in the comments. And if you guys found this video useful, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and thank you guys so much.